Hi everyone, my name is Lexie Janson and welcome to FuturePlay. So I just got back from the Gravity Jetsuit training experience and wow, there's so much to say and so much to show you. But before we get to this, I just want to introduce you to Issa, a guy who was literally teaching me everything that I know as of today. So let's hope to that interview.
How do you think we did?
I think you did very well. No, honestly, no lies.
Don't lie.
No, never. But I think you did really well. I mean, you've got to remember, it's like 1,500 horsepower, right?
Yeah, it was really powerful. Yeah, it felt like it.
It's incredible amount of power. It's like more than an F1 car, and you're strapping that to your back and your arms, yeah? So you got to remember that's a lot of force, but to handle it, you did really well. In the beginning, you can see it's really hard. You try and fight it, but it doesn't work. And when you kind of just lean on it, like you're leaning on a table, it becomes super easy. And you kind of grasp that as we went through the day. Over lunch, you had a break, and then you came back, and the learning was just like so much quicker. So
it's because of the food.
Yeah. Food is fuel, right?
Really
the juice seat's not going anywhere without fuel,
exactly.
so it's the same.
Okay, so what do you guys use it for? Not only for just entertainment and just random, training and stuff like this. What is the future for this?
I think the future is definitely bright. We have come on so far in the 6 years we've been public. I think paramedic stuff, mountain rescue, that is going to just be a complete game changer. That's what I'm personally really excited for. Because mountain rescue, when helicopters can't get there and an ambulance, like vehicles can't get there, we've done tests and you can get up mountains in minutes.
Yeah.
Not half an hour, or whatever. So I think that would be great. We're also doing some stuff with special forces. That's really interesting, and the prospect of that for sort of terrorist situations and stuff like that. I think that will be really helpful.
So do you plan to have like a school for future pilots or like I don't know?
Kind of. I think what we tend to do is kind of like yourself, come along for the day and you've had a training day or an experience and you've really loved it and you come back again and you start to get better and then it's like, oh, okay. And you build like that and then potentially slip into the pilots and join the crew. So we pick people up through training, pick people up through just, I might have suggested a friend or whatever and they turn out to be great and then we get them involved. So there is multiple different sources, I guess. Just kind of pick and grab. And yeah, it's been that kind of procedure throughout the years.
Okay, speaking of which, how did you get involved?
Yes, I thought that question was going to
come. It's coming.
But
I was just waiting for the moment.
Richard, 6 years ago, contacted, I think, a bunch of gyms in the local area, like gymnastic centres. Oh. So I'm actually an elite gymnast. And he contacted our gym, and it was the only gym that got back to him and said, this is kind of cool, I'll give it to a couple of guys and see if they're interested. So my colleague Ryan got involved and he was the first one to come and check it out, And he just kind of arrived like Tony Stark in a barn in the middle of nowhere and Richard was flying. So it was like, what is going on? And then he got a bunch of us involved and we've pretty much been involved from the get-go. I had a little break over college and stuff, and then I was just like, no, I definitely want to do this. So I just got involved, emailed them loads, and just have been now part of the core team for quite a few years. So it's just been pretty crazy few years, but it's been great.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, bit of a crazy story, but I guess right place, right time.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you're Tony Stark.
Yeah, and there you go. We're all little Iron Mans right now. So,
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's good fun.
What do you think is the future for not only jetpacks, but also everything that is going on right now? We have flying cars, jetpacks, and everything that, as kids, we're kind of similar age. As kids, we watched all of the Jetsons and everything, and we're like,
Star Wars, all of that.
Star Wars, everything. So where's my pod racing?
Yeah, okay.
So how do you think it's going to go? Because it's kind of like, whee!
Yeah, I think the thing is there's a lot of things out there which is we've got this and this is great, but it's like, okay, but how do we make that work so other people can get in it and it's safe and you're not just shooting up into the air and trying to fly as fast as you can, because that's just not controllable or safe. Whereas what we do, like you've seen, and like you've experienced,
really safe.
Exactly,
Yes, I was actually surprised to see all the headphones and the bungee and everything. It's really looking professional and safe.
So over the years, we've just developed it. Every single day we do training, we're thinking about things to make it more safe and like better for an experience. And we pretty much encourage anyone to come along and step in and experience it. Whereas a lot of these other things like flying cars, you want to be, you could argue stuntmen / people that design this that only maybe 1 or 2 people can fly.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see where all of that could go. And that's great, and I love it. I think it's great. Flying cars, hoverboard, whatever you want to name it. Yeah. No, but anything like that. And it's like, this is why we love what we do, and it's so great. It's because we can take it all over the world. Yeah. Basically get anyone in it in a safe way. But like just the develop of all of these sort of stuff is just crazy and it's great.
What was actually the craziest thing that happened to you guys? Like, did someone did like a flip all of a sudden? They're like, oh, yes. What was the craziest thing?
We have had someone actually. We had someone come down and they like kind of did like a weird front flip sort of thing. When we say keep your arms straight, it's to keep you nice and central, but they kind of like flipped with their arms and did like a little side sort of flip. Oh. And we were like, okay, that's not.
That happened.
But it was absolutely fine. Like I say, we've got the tether. You're not gonna hang. You're not even gonna hit your knees. Right? Yeah. So it's like you can go a bit crazy, but we've made it so safe now that it nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We have so many procedures in place now where you can kind of forget about the fear of it going wrong and just get involved and have fun. Like today, there's been a few moments when you might have had a little spin, but you've been absolutely fine.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to say, when we were coming here, I was like, oh, I don't know how it's gonna go. Like, what is gonna go? Like, happen during the whole thing. And then I saw your entire setup. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is gonna go well.
Yeah.
So there was no fear, nothing like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. It was more like, okay, I'm just gonna land things today. When you see so many like things that are safety, you get like more, okay, this is fine. And
100%.
you can land more instead of worrying about will I survive today.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, the first go is always going to be like, your heart's going to be a bit like, ooh, I'm not sure about this. Just because it's so new and random and different and your brain doesn't understand. But once you've had that first go, you're like, oof, I just want to get in it more, and I want to go again, and it's great, and it's safe, and it's fun. So it's great.
Yeah, so thank you very much for the experience and for teaching me.
No,
you're sir.
You smashed it. Again. Yeah, 100%. That was great. You did really well today.
Thank you. We're managed.
So, what are your thoughts about the Jetsuit? Leave me a comment down below and let's have a conversation about it. In the next video, I'm gonna be sharing the vlog from the entire experience, so be sure that you are subscribed so you will not miss out on that. You can read more about Gravity Co and the Jetsuit in the FuturePlay articles that I'm linking to you down below as well. Until then, stay awesome, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!